Hello, buddy. How are you? Welcome home.
Thank you. It feels like home.
Lovely to have you here.
Lovely to be back.
Thank you.
You've grown taller.
And you've grown bigger in stature.
Did you notice that?
Yes. As a matter of fact,
Yes.
just prior to this program,
Yes. This is the wrong flavor.
would you like to have mine?
I wanted vanilla. Yeah.
Oh, no, you can't have mine.
Oh, you see what a rat you are.
I was informed that you are the winner of the Hall of Fame of the Downbeat magazine, and you have joined there are only 40 members and one other drummer, and I know that informing you on the program, you probably will not be able to continue in your performance. I just wondered if you'd fill us in on your feeling about being the winner of the Hall of Fame award in Downbeat magazine.
What?
That's probably your feeling no, I know that we talked about it before.
Oh, it's really exciting. I mean, to be voted into the Jazz Hall of Fame is really swell. And I'm up there with some of the real biggies. Pee Wee Russell, people like that, really, I guess it's really an honor.
You guess. You're not really sure?
Well, I don't really believe there's a Hall of Fame. There's no Downbeat Hall of Fame. It still costs you half a buck to buy the magazine.
No, you'll probably get it free now. I think all the Hall of Famers get the magazine for the rest of their lives.
Well, that's because most of them are dead.
Well, you're one of the few living, so you'll probably.
But there's no proof to that.
Well, either that or you get a discount at the stand. I don't know which. I don't think you're too thrilled with awards anyhow, are you? Generally?
No, if certain words were allowed to be spoken on television, because I realize that the audience is out there, their ears are very tender and they never heard certain times of words. But I think that all polls, and other people too.
Yes.
I think that it's really exciting. To be informed that you're in the Hall of Fame after doing 40,000 one-nighters is really a lot of laughs. It's like winning the poll. I won the poll 2 years ago, and would you believe I worked when I didn't get the poll last year?
You worked without having
worried about a thing. We worked about 50 weeks last year.
But can you imagine now that you've won, you'll probably be able to pick up the other 2 weeks.
No, I probably won't be able to get a job at all now.
Since you were here last,
yes.
He said segueing,
yes.
Right? You told everybody in our audience to come visit you in your club.
Absolutely. Please do.
However, the club is no longer there.
Don't come.
What do we need the band for?
Right. We can sit here and do like a
right.
Moran and Mac or something. No, we did have a very successful operation in New York. As a matter of fact, you can see it here.
I can see that, right.
Then the place went from...
don't touch me,
Am I too fast?
Don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
Why, is leprosy catching?
No, it's just I've been on 11 weeks since I last saw you.
Really?
And it's amazing that I made it beyond the first
on what,
week.
man? I'd like to be with you.
FM, you ought to try
right.
that sometime.
Yes,
right.
I heard the program driving in here this afternoon.
Marvelous, isn't it?
No. I mean, you're playing a lot of Chick Corea things, And,
well, we only play poll winners.
Oh, really?
Right. And other people.
See that? That means you're bigoted, man, and I don't dig that. I'll get out of that.
Get out of what?
Get out of bed, my dear, before it's too late, my love. Remember that tune?
You weren't going to
Listen,
sing
I
it,
understand that you've been on the air now something like, 15, 18 years?
18 years, right. Mm-hmm.
And the other day when I was home in New York, I had picked up now this isn't dirty, man, but there is a magazine in New York called Screw.
Yeah.
Right? And I understand that you won the Hall of Fame in that particular magazine for Screw. Now, that's not dirty. I mean, and I'm here to say that I'm very proud.
Are you proud of that?
Yes, I am. I mean, to sit here with a guy that screwed around all his life and finally won a Hall of Fame is really dynamite.
Did you tell him who came in second? Buddy was the runner-up, which is, considering all the... There's so many wonderful things to talk about. I wish we could have gotten to it in the beginning.
Well, listen, I got to go to work, so good night.
Yeah, listen.
What?
Buddy said, I walked in, I said, hi, Buddy. He said, did you see my picture on the cover of the magazine?
I didn't say that.
You did so. Where are we going with this? Right here? Fine.
Ah.
This is a magazine that you can only get if you're flying, and you can explain that.
Well, let me see. Oh, right, that magazine. Right. I didn't know which one you were showing.
That's the only one I've ever seen you on the cover of. Man, come on,
really?
be honest.
Okay.
Emma's.
Well, I don't get too many covers, but this is a story.
Yeah, this is dynamite.
That's on every American Airlines flight, wherever they go. This is the American Airlines magazine. It's called In Flight, and they did an in-depth interview by Mel Torme, who is about as deep as a river
Lovelace,
and
right.
high as a mountain, whatever. And he wrote a very, very interesting story in there about himself.
And how he met you.
And how he met me, right.
But some of the quotes are great. I like this one here. It says, if anything, I have to say Buddy Rich so they'll know we're talking about you.
I thought you were talking about if.
Buddy Rich is more opinionated, more aggressive, less tolerant of people's foibles than ever. That's that's amazing. That's exactly where I did the same. I nodded off when I read the
Isn't-
article.
that- I don't know what that means.
I don't know
actually.
either. I just thought I'd read it because you said, read this one right here.
Oh, is that the
The
one
other
up there?
thing we have to show, I think you'll be a little more proud of this. You want to take this?
What?
You
I
want-
haven't read
you
it
want-
yet.
you know
I
what?
haven't read it yet, man. Let me
Why
see
don't
what
you
it
take a
says.
flight?
It says, "The dazzling talent of Buddy Rich." So, please applaud.
And this is Buddy's new album. I think you're a little more excited about this
Yes, I am.
because of the
This is-
personnel
this
involved.
is a very exciting album. This is a brand new thing that we recorded for Groove Merchant, and it has people like a guy standing out there doing this with his twist. What is that?
He
You driving a
always wanted to
make-believe
be a bird,
motorcycle? What are
right.
you doing here?
Uh-huh.
But this album has people like,
You have to look, right?
I have to look. It's got
That's
a butterfly, Lionel Hampton, Teddy Wilson, Zoot Sims.
Zoot Sims.
Yes, Kenny Barron, Bobby Crenshaw. Really some marvelous players on there. And the album was just released, and I think it's really a marvelous musical album. It takes you back in time with Lionel Hampton, and the reason that we call it Transition, on one side of the album we do some of the things that Hampton made famous with Benny Goodman, like Avalon and Airmail Special and shtick like that. Then on the opposite side we have my group, my jazz group, and we combine the various talents and we play some of the more modern things. And it's called Transition because
It's
a
transitional,
transitional
right.
time from whatever it is that we were doing on the first side.
Oh, good.
And let me know if you understood that.
I certainly did. Listen, I'll tell you what, I would hate to spoil your evening by telling you what a nice person you are,
Oh,
so
swell.
I wouldn't do that.
Don't do that, man. Don't break a spell.
And I've actually seen Buddy be nice to people in the last couple of years. Before, it used to be really devastating. You know, people would be afeared of coming near you.
No, that's not true, man.
But you've
that's
warmed
that's
up,
a
you've
very
mellowed.
false image
It
that
is,
people have
that's
created.
true, but your family wanted me to say that.
Right, because I can't stand my wife, and I'm giving my daughter away.
I heard.
So-
On the Mike Douglas show, as a matter of fact, with 3 other girls.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mike and 3 other girls, right.
No.
That's right. He's
No,
he's
your
a-
daughter,
he's another startling
can we give her a
personality,
plug and then
too.
your daughter? She has her own group now, right?
Wrong.
Kathy Rich
No,
and
Kathy-
the Richettes?
No, well, here's what happened. Kathy originally
No, right.
had a group, and I had her on the Tonight Show with me, and they were absolutely bad. I mean, they were so bad that I told Kathy to get out of the group, and she's now back in school, and she's going to acting class with Darryl Hickman. Who? And she's studying acting, and she's also studying jazz ballet,
Uh-huh.
and eventually she'll probably get a job at Howard Johnson with hamburgers or something, you know.
Selling
and I-
these albums.
Selling
right?
the albums, you know.
So like I said, don't look for
hold the
Kathy's
lettuce,
group.
hold the
It's
album.
non-existence, right.
Right. But
Listen,
she's a swell kid
I-
anyhow.
I certainly
she's
hope
like
so
any
for your
other
sake.
any other ordinary 20-year-old kid. You know, she's had 2 divorces and simple tastes. She drives her own Ferrari. And
Well, we've gotten it all in. You've mentioned everything you wanted to mention.
No, I didn't.
You want to mention the guys in the group, and then would you mind rejoining them?
Yes,
and
these are the guys in the
featuring
group. Now,
Okay, time now for the special feature of What's My Line, the appearance of our mystery guest. Are your blindfolds all in place, panel?
Certainly are.
And would our mystery guest enter and sign in, please? Okay, panel, we go one question at a time. You have about 2.5 minutes. Fate's law prevails, and let's start with Joanna Barnes.
Are you known for your work in television?
No.
Pardon me? I couldn't. What?
Werner?
No.
I couldn't hear.
He doesn't know.
No.
No. Werner? Well, there's an element of that, however. Werner?
Well, are you known for your work in the live theater, so to speak? Live theater, yes.
No.
No.
Arlene?
Are you in music?
Yes.
Soupy?
Is that because you're a conductor or a player?
I'm more a player.
Joanna?
You're a player, a musician. Do you play a horn instrument?
Sure don't.
Hello?
Sure don't.
That means no. In the North, that means no. Werner?
No horn instrument?
Not even a horn instrument, man.
Arlene?
Did he
May I?
Well, when we get back around there. Arlene?
do
I
you play
didn't-
the piano?
No, ma'am.
Soupy?
No, I don't think Werner asked a
I
question.
never asked a question.
I'm sorry, Werner. I thought you did.
Is your instrument percussive?
Yes, you could call it that.
Okay, now, Soupy.
I'm gonna.
You...
Now,
Soupy?
whose turn is it?
Soupy's turn.
Okay.
Who's on first?
Third base.
Is your figure less than Greek? No, wait a minute. He plays the drums, right?
Sometimes wrong.
Is it Lionel Hampton?
There go your eyeglasses. Joanna?
Soupy is just gone into a complete stupor over here.
Someone take a chance.
You play the drums? Has that been established?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to make a guess that it's Buddy Rich.
You're on.
You'll be right.
Oh, you'd be right.
Werner had it too then.
Got it.
I want to ask you what it means there on that side that it says AKA.
That means the American Karate Association.
Are you doing a benefit for them?
No, but I'm a member, and
You are?
I didn't get a chance to change clothes. I just gave him a lesson.
What
as
kind
a-
of belt have you got?
I'm a first-degree black belt.
Wow.
Are you really?
Yep, and there's a big tournament being held in New York on the 2nd of June, in which I will participate and
Will you
fight.
really?
Uh-huh.
No kidding.
No kidding. What's in the ring?
That's
Straight line.
impressive, buddy. I didn't know you could do that.
I mean, also insane.
I knew that part.
Right, right.
How long you been doing that?
Well, I'm in my 10th year now with
And you
karate.
could go all the way up to black belt in 10 years?
Oh, yeah. Well, people make it sometimes in 5 years. You know, but I don't always get a chance to study being on the road as much as I used to be.
Now listen, you've been a giant in the music business since
Thank you.
forever.
Thank you.
How has it changed? Or is it changing back? Is there a cycle to go back to jazz? Is it...
I think it's getting back to good music. I don't like to label it. You know, I just think
Yeah.
that people are starting to listen to better things. You know, good
What
music.
about the young musicians who are coming up? Are they trained? Are they
Yeah,
disciplined?
they're marvelous. There's some of the young people today that are
Larry,
really marvelous.
let me jump in and say that Buddy has a new jazz club here in town.
A club?
On 2nd Avenue called Buddy's Place. And he's there every night. It's great. It's
I didn't know
great
that
jazz.
either. I've been out of town and I didn't
But you
know.
haven't been up there.
I've been out of town, too.
Me too. That's why I didn't see you.
He was down at Flamboyant.
I was with your partner, Manager Stanley.
Yeah.
Did you know that Buddy Rich is down there in a club?
I heard it.
He kicked some guy.
Right.
the other
Yeah, right. Kicked him right out.
Broke it up.
No, we opened a place 6 weeks ago called Buddy's Place on 64th and 2nd Avenue, and it's just been dynamite. You know, I have my small band. I don't have a big band.
How many pieces you have?
6 men.
That's
And
sensational.
it's marvelous. The place has been packed every night, and we've had some marvelous people. Everybody in town's been up there.
He doesn't
Second
need a
Avenue.
bouncer either.
No,
Oh.
we don't have it. We don't have any of that. I don't think we haven't had any problems.
Has
in the time
anybody
we've
ever
been
said, Buddy, you ought to have your own television show? You were one of the quickest men on television.
open. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, so long, buddy. That's
Nice
it.
to see you again.
Come back. Oh, you hurt. Hi. Yeah, come back and play with us. We'll be back with more of What's My Line right after this message.